good?
Hey, we back again.
And we back again. Will you either win with us?
Or you watch us win, baby. It is Sir Vé Jano Alexander.
The
one and only.
And only.
If you ain't looking, if you can't find me,
you're not looking hard enough.
And that's a fact.
Wow. And it's, you already know, it's your girl. It's the queen, Empress, where the energy is tasted and the love is felt every time. And we home. We back.
Y'all missed us a little bit.
Where y'all either win with us
or you watch us with.
And we got somebody special. Like y'all see the crown on this one, huh?
And if y'all been a Making Moguls,
it said the OGs.
This is an OG because this is part 2. So I hope y'all been paying attention because the one, the only, the amazing L Banks The Bossy is back. And we're here dropping all the gems for the creatives and entrepreneurs.
It's an honor.
Listen.
I'm excited.
As I said, when you listen to the Making Moguls platform, the guarantee is give us a year and you will increase your network at least 20% and earn a new stream of income.
We like that.
Because there's gems out here.
We love that. You just got to applaud them, baby.
So I need you to tap that follow button. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And tap in because this is what we doing, baby. And trust me, if after today's conversation you ain't getting nothing, you either already been on the right path, and then I'm proud of you. Then I'm proud of you. I mean, listen. If you studied the playbook and you applying the knowledge, then I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. But if you haven't, then you need to tap the fuck in, okay? You need to tap the fuck in, all right? So, L Banks, how you doing?
I'm fantastic.
How you feeling?
I'm phenomenal.
Welcome back to Making Moguls.
I feel great. I mean, my birthday was last week, so I think
happy
season, man.
Happy birthday.
Every season, we outside, so this is a great way to make sure y'all know we're here.
Of course, this is the birthday blessings, and look at that. About to drop some gems for y'all.
Absolutely.
Yes.
On the born day. And so every Monday we like to start with
our small wins that got us to our big wins that's gonna keep getting us here.
Jesus, get us here. Yes.
You appreciate those little blessings.
That's
the goal.
The Making Mogul small win before we get into our small win is that we keep improving this setup.
Every week
things get better. There's some growing pains.
Yeah.
But we getting into it, and it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And I'm loving it. Shout out to the team. Shout out to the movement. We building.
Yes. Let me tell you, the Monday has been, I'm not going to front, confirmation. Like, I'm like, I'm in this season of gratitude. So, you already know how we start. We starting with the small win. I think my small win this week was just like the grace that I've given myself. She good. That was all that energy I boomeranged into her throat. That sounded a little crazy.
It did, but it's okay. That's all right.
It's a professional platform.
But yeah, like just giving myself grace and just like, telling myself what I want to get done, what I need to get done, that it will get done, and trusting the process of getting it done. So like, I haven't been in the gym in 2 weeks. Went to the gym today, don't play with me. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I'm back into that motion of just like creating, like I'm just like creating, like today I made a bomb new menu item, y'all.
Okay.
Son.
Son. Let me hear it.
So I've been working on this chain of new tofus, right? Because I'm not
tofu, folks.
I'm not a soy girl, so I've been creating my own tofus out of beans. And this lentil tofu that I just made,
lentil tofu,
fire! I made a jerk lentil sandwich before I got here, and I'm not gonna front. I'm very pleased. Like as I get ready for the wedding, I'm getting more into this creative.
Are you getting married?
No, I'm catering my first wedding.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
That's the big wins on the way to the small wins.
And it's like just applying myself, like just really applying myself and just like letting myself know, like, don't be so hard on myself. So I think that's that small win of grace and just trust in the process. Because the more you breathe and have that moment of, like, that stillness, that mindfulness, it's like you get it done so much more efficiently and just it flows. So that's my small win, just efficiently and grace and all that.
I got you. That's beautiful. I love that. My small win was showing up for my team. That's my small win, because y'all missed Dime. I gotta say that. I'm sorry. Dime popped out for the weekend.
Yeah.
Because she had a part of a kids extravaganza Easter weekend in Atlantic City. So we had a ballroom out in Atlantic City, and the whole team came out, and we really do a kids fashion show.
Nice.
In the midst of a whole kids Easter weekend, and it was like a whole bunch of events. And boy, working with kids, it was like over 80 kids, and like we had designers, and it was a lot. It was a lot, but we really had to hold it down, you know. And when we was tested, we came together as a team and really held it down. And you know, Dime, it's always for you. It's always for you. It's always for the mission. So I love when I get a chance to show up, you know. And so it was great. That's what I had to say. That's my small win.
We like that.
So what's your small win?
Oh man, I think my small win is watching Air yesterday. Have you folks heard of the movie Air?
Air? No, I don't think so.
Y'all should go watch it. Very inspirational movie. It's a movie about Jordans, the sneakers.
Oh yeah,
and how that it's very dope.
Yeah,
and if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a creative, I feel like if you're just a person, I feel like it's very important for you to go watch this documentary, because it's fire. I don't know if it's fair to call it a documentary. I'll just say it's a movie, but it's really good. So I say it's a small win for me, because it kind of inspired me. We need those. Sometimes it's not the physical things that we do. Sometimes it's mental. So being able to get that recharge was great.
That's great. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful. Oh, yeah, just had to slide out. So we're going to get into this topic. We're going to get into this. So for those that don't know,
this is the mogul herself. Like when it comes to expanding the business, when it comes to expanding the culture, when it comes to really setting the tone for foundation and really showing them what you got, like.
So let's just drop it real quick. We got a lot of Money House Entertainment.
Yes.
There's Aspect NYC.
Yep.
There is Hip Hop Retreat Week. There is.
We're rebranding Hip Hop Retreat Week though, but I'll let y'all just.
We just listing just so people understand.
Absolutely.
You got Creative the CEO. You got Bitches Love to Eat.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You got the Chef Culture.
Yes.
Yep. There we go.
Chef Culture is lit.
There we go.
She's doing a whole lot of shit with that.
Yeah.
What we missing?
Let me see. Let me make sure we're all good. We got Bitches Love to Eat, Club, Chef Culture, I Spend YC, a lot of Money House Entertainment, Creative to CEO, LMH Academy.
LMH Academy.
The same thing as Creative to CEO, but it's like just like the parent company of that. Yeah. Those are the things. We got some more, but I haven't announced them yet, so we're just gonna let that be what it be. Yeah. But yeah, those are great things.
See, it's beautiful. This person right here, like.
It's great things.
It's always an honor to have you here. First and foremost,
I'm happy to be here
as a representative of the culture.
Yeah.
As a mover and a shaker, and as a colleague, you know, as somebody that we've run in the same circles and make impacts. So it's really nice when I have somebody, you know, in the circles, and it's beautiful because. In both of our journeys, I feel like we've always arrived around the same conclusions, around the same times in different spaces. And to see you shift into this space now of creative CEO, when I really wanted to get back out of that music scene and into the business scene and like transitioning and be able to like spread that message is a beautiful thing. So we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about this. If y'all seen the episode before, we going to get into like 102, because if y'all didn't see the episode before, it's linked. And we're going to re-release it again. So y'all going to have to catch this because we tapped into the basics of business credit and personal credit and leveraging your credit and getting into all of these things. Yep. And now we're going to get into the real nitty-gritty of how we're going to get into this, okay?
Sure.
Because Creative CEO has an amazing program, that you could tap into. Yeah. And so we want to make sure y'all get some gems here so y'all can understand directly who y'all dealing with, okay? And so it is 2023. It is April. Tax season is coming to the close. It is time for people to get into their business, get into their grind. And people are like, oh my gosh, I need some money. Right? And so maybe they know about their personal credit. Maybe they don't. Maybe they heard that there's business leveraging. Maybe they don't. Like, what would you say is the first step that they got to take?
Check your credit.
And how are we going to do this?
Here's the thing. A lot of times people are afraid of what their credit look like. They don't even know what their credit score is. They already imagine this horrible situation. And
it don't be that bad.
Or it is that bad, and that's fine. We could fix it. That's the point.
Right.
We need to know where you're at so we could really see what we need to do. And I think a lot of times people are just afraid of kind of seeing where they messed up at. Because honestly and truly, it's a log of all the things.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So, a lot of people are afraid of taking accountability with that. And because we don't understand a lot of the consumer laws, we think that whatever is on our credit report is the final say. And I'm here to tell you that's not a fact. And there's a lot of laws that are behind consumers specifically because they want to, I don't want to say they want to see you win, but there's a lot of janky things that happens when it comes to finances and credit, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a lot of laws that could help you as a consumer so you can fix your credit quickly. And that's what we really teach a lot of our clients and our students.
Okay, so without giving too much of the sauce, and I want to tap into that for a little bit. I know that there's ways to get off late payments, I believe. There's ways to get off things that go into like debt collections. Let's say somebody's at the worst of the worst. They got setting the collections. They got their credit score tanked. Their mama put their phone bill in their name when they were 7.
Well, that's fraud. So
I mean,
parents just can't take stuff on your name. So automatically that should be discussed and removed because you did not control that.
I mean,
for all the people out there, if your parents took out cable, they took out phone bills, et cetera, it's fraud, y'all.
Is your mama gonna go to jail?
It's fraud, y'all.
Well, listen. Talk to your tax professionals and your legal professionals.
Absolutely.
But that is fraud. Yeah, that is definitely fraud.
And I have a lot of clients who come up to me for that.
Please don't take out stuff in your kid's name. Put trusts and wills and stuff in your kid's name, but don't take out credits in your kid's name. Add them as authorized users.
Absolutely.
There's things you can do and things you can't. Yeah, we're going to get into that.
There's a lot of things that you could do as a parent to have a healthy relationship when it comes to finances, money, and credit. And, we'll definitely give them some tips on how they could do that as well. All right,
so, we're going to get back into this. So now, now that they all the way messed up, right? What would you say is now that they looked in the credit score and, how do they start dealing with, some of those skeletons in the closet?
Well, first things first, like I said, you need to definitely check your credit. There's different ways that you could do that. I know a lot of times people go to Credit Karma, which is cool, but it doesn't really give you accurate. It gives you a vantage point of what that looks like. So I wouldn't necessarily trust it. It's kind of like a more pretty version of your credit. Yeah. It's a great way. It's a great tool. I have Credit Karma on mine just to kind of have an idea of where I'm at, but that's not really where you're at. So you need to make sure that you have a proper credit report.
Yeah, how do we find those?
There's tons of ways. So first things first, I want you folks to make sure that you folks visit creative2ceo.com.
Yes, please do.
Automatically, if you go there, you'll find tons of free resources.
Link going to be in the description of the video.
Fantastic.
Listen, we're going to give you the resources.
Absolutely. And we have tons of free resources. I stay up late at night because I'm a crazy Aries to create these things for you folks to have idea of how to even get into fixing your credit without even having to purchase my program. My program is excellent. If you want to really speed it up, you want to get my program. But
definitely want to get this program. Trust me.
Credit to CEO, folks. It's fantastic. However, but if we're talking about just getting yourself in, you need to check your TransUnion. your Experian, and your Equifax.
Okay, so your
Credit Karma, I believe, only give you your TransUnion, your Equifax.
Yeah.
And what's interesting about that is Equifax is one of the branches that they don't really use like that. So it's kind of like, not too many people use that. Experian is the hot sauce. You want to make sure your Experian is on point. So you want to make sure that you have a report for every single one of those. So that's the first thing you want to do.
And so that's another thing I wanted to just to tap into that real quick, because people believe that whatever number they see is like the number. A credit score is a company that like manages and reports to certain parts of your credit. There are hundreds of credit bureaus out there.
Absolutely.
Different scores for different things.
Oh yeah, I mean, excuse me. If you're gonna go and get a house, they're not looking at the same credit report as in if you're getting a credit card or a car, or if you're applying for a job. That's one thing a lot of people don't know. Depending on the job, they will look at your credit report to see if you're responsible.
Yes.
So a lot of people don't know that, but it's a thing. So a lot of people think that you have to wait till you get a house or a car to make sure that your credit is on point. But even something as simple as getting a job, they may check your credit, and you want to make sure that you're on point. So it's not only when you have these big milestones that you're trying to reach, it's when you're like, oh shoot, let me fix my credit. It should be something that you create a healthy habit with, because credit unlocks a lot of things.
Yeah, and it's continuous.
Yeah.
It's never ending process. Like, you don't just start and say, hey, look, I got 800 and you just stay there. Nah, sometimes that 800 go to 750, and sometimes that 750 go to 6. So like, it's just all about maintaining that process
and understanding how credit works, how credit utilization works, how like the different parts that, like, remember when we was in school and like tests made up 40% of your grade, homework made up 15% of your grade. That's how your credit report works. Like, I want people to understand that, like, utilization is a percent. I can't remember exactly the percentages, but it's utilization,
30%.
Your history, how long you've had accounts open is a part 10%. Of it. How many different accounts you have open.
10% is mixed, yeah.
And so, like, all of that, your on-time payments and all of those things, like, they're percentages of your grade.
I want to make this clear for the people. Even if you have the most trash credit report, it can be fixed.
It can.
It does take patience. That's another thing. I do want to let you folks know there's a huge difference between what I do with creatives and entrepreneurs and what you see on TikTok and social media and such. There's a lot of credit gurus that's going to tell you, oh, we're going to get you $100K for whatever the situation might be. They may do that, but that's not my spiel. My spiel is to make sure that you folks understand credit. I could fix your credit. That's nothing. I could fix your credit right now. That's nothing. But if you don't have the healthy habits to maintain that credit, I haven't done my job. I want to make sure
fix it and mess it up again.
Yeah, but also I want to make sure that 3 years from now you could see me on the street and be like, yo, the shit that you taught me, son, I was able to get a building. I was able to get an event space. I was able to do this, that, and the third. That's way more exciting to me than saying, okay, I gave them an 850 or 800, and then what? They don't know what to do with it.
Right.
So it's important for me to teach folks exactly how to leverage their credit, what they could do, and also spread it with their homies, spread it with their family, because it's important information. It's important. That's what's holding us back.
Exactly. It's
you know what I mean?
Information.
And I feel like a lot of gurus, and this is not me bashing the gurus, but I feel like a lot of people do a disservice to people because they're like, oh, okay, for $2,000, $3,000, we'll fix your credit. And it's like, okay, cool. They're going to get the credit card. They'll get a $10,000 credit card, but they don't know how to utilize it. They don't know if they spend the whole $10,000, that means your credit is going to go down to, you understand what I'm saying?
Right. The utilization's up.
So it's like they went to school, they got their diploma, but they wasn't in the classes. So it's like, all right, after high school, what you going to do with it?
Absolutely.
What else you got left?
But that's the game, though, because you're going to have to come back to the same person to fix your credit, and you got to come back to...
Because that's capitalism. That's the truth of capitalism.
I ain't mad at it. Look,
and I ain't mad at it.
But do your thing.
That's
get your
just
bread, man.
That's just not the game we playing here. We here for the community.
Absolutely.
And so now with that,
and the
creatives, of course, because we want to. That's who we serving. That's who we've been surfacing. And that's who we want to make sure wins. You know, because people have stories that they really want to tell, and you know they exist for their purpose, and we want to.
Absolutely.
Push them in the right direction.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, now that let's say they got their credit to a certain amount, they got they negatives out of the way and whatever, they're zero.
At least that's 720, folks.
720 is the key, all right? So remember that.
720.
Across all boards.
Yeah.
Across all your boards, we're looking for 720, okay?
Absolutely.
So we're going to work on the utilization. We're going to work on your late payments. We're going to get your derogatory marks taken care of. And we're going to build your score to a healthy habit of 720. That means understanding how to utilize your credit.
Absolutely.
When to tap into your credit, when your statement and your due dates are, and when the reporting happens, to make sure all of these things is tap into credit to CEO. Okay,
absolutely.
Understand that. Tap into credit.
And
CEO.
also, folks, I want to be clear. When we say we're teaching you everything, we also created dispute letters for you folks. A lot of people here, oh my God, get scared when they hear dispute letters because they don't know what they're supposed to be putting in them. I have all of them for you in the program. So we pretty much gave you all the sauce that you need.
The keys.
You just got to plug it in and, you know, get to this money. Because there's money out there. I think social media, TikTok, etc., has done a poor job of showing what credit could really do. It kind of looks very gimmicky and scammy and such. Right. It's like, I don't really care to see you come out private jet to explain to me that credit is a good thing for me to have. And I think a lot of times people are just enamored by the glitz and glam, and it's just like, no, there's important things that we need to know when it comes to finances, and credit is like the cornerstone of that, because once you can leverage that to get funding other people's money, there's a lot you could do depending on how you invest it, right? And then what I teach my clients and what I teach my students and what I preach on Creative to CEO is, when you start opening up businesses and leveraging business credit, that's a whole different ballgame.
And that's what I really want to get into, because that's my favorite talk. Like,
that's a whole
me and
different
business
ballgame.
credit, that's my favorite talk, and that's what I really want to get.
Oh yeah, business credit is a beast, man.
It's a beast, because people don't understand that, especially when you come in with a good credit score, a good credit history, and you have the ability to either be your own personal guarantor, or, as we always say, your network is your net worth, and build those proper relationships where you have a good personal guarantor. You can unlock a lot of good business credit, because, again, everything in life is about your network, and that includes your financial institution, and that includes the relationships you build with these financial institutions. When you're able to build these business relationships with American Express, with the banks of the world, the Chases and the Wells Fargos and all of these things, you could really tap in. So like how would you say someone would line up their business to shoot their shot at a financial institution?
The first thing is have an actual business. Like, come on, folks. We're done with just having logos, having Instagram pages, and there's no LLC or nothing connected behind it. Like, what are we doing?
Create a business identity, protect your assets.
Absolutely.
We done said this a million times.
It's very important for you to do that, because what it does is it now separates your personal from your business. It's very important that you could tell the difference, because let's just say it's not business credit. Let's not even talk about funding. Something as simple as, if somebody want to sue you, all they have to do is just Google your business or whatever, and if you have your personal address or whatever the situation might be connected to that business, and you're not separating that, they can see where you live. That's crazy.
Right.
You know, aside from making yourself
virtual address,
absolutely
key.
Those are certain things that will get you funding, but I want to explain to people in just the most basic way. It's just important for you to folks to organize something separate from yourself. Because maybe you do have trash credit. There's maybe a little later we'll talk about how if you have trash credit, you can still get funding if you have certain things put in place. But if you're going to build something on weak foundation, you're not going to get any money. Nope. If you're not even taking yourself serious, why are the bank going to take you serious?
And that's the thing that I want to stress to artists and to CEOs and to anybody in this game. It is about taking yourself seriously. Like, how serious you take yourself, how committed you are to polishing your stone that is then portrayed to the world, is important for your clients, it's important for your customers, it's important for your relationships in your operations, it's important for hiring, and it's definitely important for funding. Because these people give money to people who they want to get money. They're not just giving out money just to run around and throw away with it. These people that want to make money off the money they give you. And that's what they're handing you money for, because they're betting on you to take this money and bring back more money. That's what they want. That's what they want.
And that's what you want. Because if you could do that, you get more money. So we got to play the game.
That's business, right? Like, you want to make the money so that you can get more money.
Absolutely.
And so you got to understand, to do that, you got to take yourself seriously. You got to show a professional. You got to hit these checklists. 720. Understand, that's the number. 720.
That's the number. That's a 360. Number.
That's 360. 2 times, okay? 2 times, okay? So you're going to do this double circle and get your credit right. And then when you hit that, you're going to hit these checklists, okay? If creator the CEO don't got you on the checklist, we're going to get you on the checklist. We're going to get everything to the point because I don't want no excuses.
Absolutely.
I told you, this year is 20% of increase in your net worth and the extra source of income. And literally just build a business, a good business. Don't just put together no sham.
Yeah.
Build a good business. Tap into this funding, and there's a whole world of funding that you could run with.
So much money.
So much.
So much money.
So let's get into, all right. So this is part 2. So we not giving the breakdown of like how you got into this and you wanted to be this badass.
We could get into it. Yeah, we could get into it.
Because me, like, Dom told me about you long time. Like, so
Dom is the homie.
Yeah, shout out to Dom. And she was like, nah, if you're going to take your business to the next level, like, as a chef, like, this is someone that.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been in the page, catching the gems of jewels. If y'all on Facebook, connect with Chef Culture. Like, it's a lot of things happening.
Absolutely.
Follow Bitches Love to Eat.
Period.
Yeah, like, it's this is a whole. This is
a whole movement.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Outside, man.
At what stage did you say, okay, I've elevated myself to this stature, and I know
stature? That sounds serious. I don't know. That's a lot of pressure. I don't know.
Nah. Because you real prominent. So at what point did you say, okay, I've mastered? You know, because now it's like I've mastered myself in business.
Ooh,
and
that's a good
now
question.
I'm at this gem and jewel where I know I can give the gem and jewels to somebody else to master their business.
Ooh, okay.
'Cause you a head honcho, I heard.
Oh, I'm outside. I'm outside. I've been keeping it very. I still have the pandemic jitters, so I'm like kind of peeking outside. But 2024, y'all definitely see what's going on. But why do I feel like I could tell people about business? I feel like it's the real question.
Yeah.
Okay. So, for one, I started business from, I want to say, 10 years old.
Yeah, I was going to say, mad long.
Yeah, like 10 years old. As something as simple as Valentine's Day. Ain't nobody was my Valentine, but I had all the chocolates and stuff. So all the homies will come and buy chocolates for their shorties for me. And I already knew that it was lit. They would buy batteries for me. I went to high school. They was buying chips and candy for me. I'm from Queens, so I'll be on front of Popeyes on Jamaica Avenue selling bracelets. If it's Labor Day, I'm selling flags. I'm selling waters. If it's Pride, I'm selling flags, waters, bracelets. I don't wear no rainbow stuff, but I'll be outside looking crazy to get this money. But it's just my spirit. It's just who I am. I sold sneakers. I sell whatever is clever. So for me, when it came
to water to a well, I tell you that.
Yeah, I do what, guaranteed. As long as it's legal, I'm not selling whatever.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But
listen. I mean, within the actual realm of business, okay.
Absolutely.
We're professionals here, okay. We're professionals.
Absolutely. I mean, it's so real. I was when I was hustling on Jamaica Avenue. When I say that, people think it's way more dramatic than it is. I was just selling bracelets and fun flags, folks. It was nothing crazy. But
that's still hustling.
Oh yeah, I was hustling crazy. I ain't gonna lie, but I used that money to start putting on shows and events and concerts and festivals from that. So for me, I understood the concept of you need money to make money. So that was very clear to me, right? What wasn't clear to me was there was a whole world out there where people will give you money, right? So majority of my career, I was hustling to make things happen. Once the pandemic made me stop, and which it made a lot of us stop. We had to sit down.
Sat us the fuck down.
I sat down.
I sat all the way down.
So much so I'm still sitting down. But we sat down.
We sat down.
But with that, I wanted to get a little bit more deeper into the structure of business. So I started doing my research, and then I saw there was something called business credit, and I'm like, yo, what the how I never got business credit? I've had this LLC for 100 years, and they was money that was attached. I had no idea, but it's designed that way, right?
Yeah,
it's designed that way. A lot of us don't know.
Yeah, so it's a thing where like, and I love it because SBA exists and all these programs exist, and you're like,
we're not talking about the PPP loans, folks.
No. Come on. Like And so like so many people, like it's like a loud whisper that these programs exist, and they're like, "Hey, we got the money. Hey, we got the money," and you're like, I didn't hear that. And you're hustling, bustling your life, and you're hustling, and you ain't take the time to ask the right questions, which is why my favorite thing in this entire journey of being a mogul and growing is asking the right questions.
Absolutely.
And like, wait, hold on. There is business credit.
Right.
So how do I get business credit? Also, how do I qualify?
It's watering that conversation.
It's watering that conversation. And what happened was around the pandemic, they were talking about giving money back to certain college students for something. They were saying about college and getting money. So I went to college. I need some money. Give it to me. So I had to I had to go see exactly where my loans were. So I was forced to go check my credit. So it was from that I started saying, okay, I need to fix this. Because I didn't have any credit, believe it or not. It's not like I had bad credit. I just had no credit, which is as bad as having bad credit.
I also had no credit because I'm an immigrant. And so like 5 years ago was the first time I was able to like exist in the country. And I was like, it's like, bro, you ain't got.
I feel like
you ain't got no.
We shouldn't have said that on air.
I'm legal now.
Oh, okay.
I got my paperwork. All right, they can't come get me.
I wasn't sure if this was going to go a different way.
No,
I don't know.
I pay my taxes.
Okay, that's good.
They let me out the gate now. They let me out the gate now.
I'm just making sure you good. All right.
I'm coming for all this business credit. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Yeah, no, it's just sitting down, like I said, in the pandemic and just seeing what I could do. The PPP loan also helped with that because I personally did not go for the PPP loan because I was like, what? No, I don't want to get in trouble or whatever. Meanwhile, everybody's just chilling with the money.
Running
whatever. I'm not going to jail. Yeah, no, that's not a thing.
IRS, nah.
But once I heard that you could get business loans and such, that was my second best thing to kind of like get back into the groove of things. And that's where I started building. So now when it came to a point where I wanted to fix my credit, because I'm extra, I don't just fix my credit. Now I took classes for this. So now I'm certified to fix other people's credit. I paid my money. I want to make sure I know every single thing about credit. And that's how it built from there. And now I'm just like knee deep into finance, knee deep into economics, and just helping creatives really get funding because it worked. I mean, I wouldn't say something if it didn't work for me. Like I said, I had a retreat, Club Chef Culture. I have a retreat every year. And last year, I built up my business credit where I was just like, you know what? Let me see. Let me put it to the test. Let me see what's going on. And I was able to get all the funding that I needed for the retreat the week before the retreat. Had all my credit cards. I paid for everything that I needed to pay for. Got the money from the people from the retreat, able to pay off the cards with that. And we good. And we ready to do that again. Rinse and repeat. Get a higher amount. And that's that. Boom. Right?
And that's how you're supposed to do it, baby.
I'm not going to say things that I don't know. The money is out there. I got it. And if I could get it, and y'all come from the same, y'all see me. It's not like I'm some far off person that's coming from weirdo land. Y'all worked with me. I'm sure one way or another, I've been around. So if I'm telling you this is facts and it's a real thing, it's something that folks need to take heed of. It's a real thing. There's a lot of money that's being left on the table because a lot of people are scared. A lot of people don't understand. And I feel like, trust. If you came and did a show with me, if you came and did a pop-up with me or whatever the situation might be, take my advice, man. Y'all know what it is.
Even if you didn't, if this your first time,
even if you didn't, trust the fro.
Listen, we here, we making moguls.
Yeah, just understand the truth is in the pudding.
Will you watch us win, baby?
It's in the pudding. Like,
it's in the pudding.
I'm not gonna front. Like when I joined Chef Culture, I was like, this is fire, you know.
And that started in the pandemic.
You feel what I'm saying? Just it's mad fucking members.
Yeah,
and it's like,
I love it.
But it's not just about the community. It's about the knowledge that's dropped.
Absolutely.
Like, it's like your own little world of like chefs coming together. Like, hey, I'm just doing this. What do you recommend? And it's like, it's the unity factor. Potch says something. I was like, community is communication and unity. And like that's some shit. That's some shit that need to go on a shirt or like just like need to.
I like that.
Do what it do. We gonna call Jordana.
We gonna call Jordana to keep that trademark.
You know what I'm saying? Because like just setting the tone of what can be achieved. Like I'm 24, and I'm just like, I look at all of this, like this is my, about to be my second year of business, and I'm just like still learning.
Of course.
So
and you're
like,
going to keep learning.
Yeah, it never stops. So like this year, it's like understanding that when you care enough about your business, you invest into your business. Like you invest into those courses, you invest into what's going to take you to the next level. Because like people think, all right, I got my business and I'm gonna just get this funding. Nah, invest into the knowledge, because that time you sit still and you gather it all, by the time you come outside, everything, the wind can blow you away.
Absolutely.
And I think people so be caught up in this grind that they forget foundation matters. Like. And you said that earlier, like, you can't build nothing on a weak foundation.
That's a fact.
So, like, you took that time during the pandemic to really say, like, let me get my affairs in order.
Yeah.
Like, and you
because it gave us the time. It gave us the one time in history. Life was like, okay.
No,
set your fucking self up.
That's fucking insane. You know?
It was some weird stuff happening a year or two ago, even. And the fact that we're even sitting here right now having this conversation like nothing happened just a year ago is weird as hell. That's another conversation.
Yeah, it's like a That's So Raven moment. And it's just like, you know, you came out the gate with 4 more and then some added business.
Yeah.
With she probably got a half stack of business credit. Like, you know, like but it's not about the money, it's about how she applied it.
I think once you apply the information, the amount of money you're able to get is rinse and repeat.
Irrelevant, because you could get up to 500. Right. You could get millions of dollars if you know how to touch it and move it. Then they're not gonna, again. It's about proving yourself. Right. In anything, it's about proving yourself and setting yourself up to qualify. And if you qualify yourself, what are they gonna say? Nothing but yes.
Is that, and also understanding what you're doing. Here's the thing. When you just said something about getting education. Education is a tax write-off. Because I was going to say so here's the thing. A lot of us do poor business because we don't even understand how certain laws are even set up to hold us down. If you whatever you're doing when it comes to your business tends to be a tax write-off. If you took an Uber here, that's a tax write-off because that's business. This is a tax write-off. If you bought a whole bunch of waters, it's a tax write-off.
The food that you eat in the presence of this, it's a tax
everything you do pertaining to your business. Even if you do business in your home, there's a certain percentage that you could put in there that could become a tax write-off. Yep, your internet, tax write-off. You could do. There's a lot, but
you could write off jewelry. You could write off whole jewelry. You could print your whole business logo.
It gets a little shaky with that.
As long as you do it for the necessary, business. Write your whole logo. That's what I said. Your whole logo. If I'm watch. Give me some time. When I'm done with what I'm doing, put whole Making Moguls on this fucking chain. I'm gonna write the whole shit off.
Yeah, I heard him.
Watch.
I heard him.
Tight.
Send me one of those, yo. Sound like you're about to get into money.
I know, baby.
Yeah, I need one of those, bro. But
I got you, because we're gonna write it off.
Absolutely.
And that's what people don't understand. I get mad at people for how the game gets moved, and this person is doing this and this person is doing that, and how this person is not paying taxes. It's about understanding. It's about understanding the leverage.
Trump was good with that. I'm not gonna front. Trump had everything, like literally. He put businesses in all of his kids' name, right? From time they was like in the womb still. So like understanding, like, you know, put it on paper. Because one thing about the government, right? They'll turn their face if it's on paper because they like,
because it's not about who you say, it's about what you could prove,
right? And they understand that you know what they playing. You understand their language. Once you understand their verbatim, they don't fuck with you, and that's why knowledge and applying this knowledge is so important.
It's very important
because like. At the end of the day, what really happens is they know who to play with. Just like, you know, it gets deeper, but like if you can represent yourself in a court of law, but you need to know that language and that verbatim in the court of law. You know,
even
Black's Law
Dictionary. Even with that though, like you don't understand that having a legal representative allows you certain protections because they have a certain operation in the law that you don't have as a regular person. That's why the bar exists, is allow people to pass that bar. And it's about understanding, again, as you said, the verbatim, understanding the world in which the United States actually operates.
Well, here's the thing. What people need to understand is simply there are laws that have your back as consumers. You need to know where you could access that. There's tons of laws. That's how you could be able to dispute certain things on your consumer report because you're using laws. It's no scam. It's no gimmick. You're using laws. There's certain things that should not be on your credit. Sorry, I know what's not supposed to be on my credit and I actually applied it and you got to remove it. Oh, well, most people don't know. Well, guess what? I did my due diligence and I do know, and I need my 800, I need my 850. Thank you, because I'm trying to get something, or I'm trying to get some more bread. So again, a lot of people don't take the time out to really understand what it takes to build credit, what laws are in your favor, and what you could actually do when it comes to credit. Right? So it's important, like I said, to actually learn these things, which is why I created a program, and I'm not fixing people's credit. I do not repair your credit. Do not hit me up thinking you're going to give me an X amount of dollars and I'm going to fix your credit. I don't care to do that. That doesn't help you. That does not push the conversation forward. You need to learn these things. Everyone needs to learn these things. It's super important. These are things that's going to help you with your business, with your family. These are things you could teach your children. It's important stuff. These are hacks.
These are habits.
These are habits. There are people who all they do is sit down and have these conversations. As a community, we got to be okay talking about money. Are you able to get funding for $1 million? Okay, cool. I'm able to get funding for $1 million. There's an apartment with a 40 unit apartment. That's 2.5. Let's see how we can get the $500,000 and leverage that, or hit up somebody else. Like, yo, you know what? I got my homie. I think he might can get the 500. Let's get the apartment and start building some stuff. But we don't even want to check our credit, so we can't even sit here and make these power plays that's needed.
We've become so scared as a culture. Like with this newfound age of information, because this is something that we're not used to. So like as times is changing, the US dollar is no longer king, right? So in these times, I feel like this is where like that shift is happening in so much conversation.
Crypto. I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Because now you think about it, you start looking at your friend circle and you start saying, look, my friend could do credit, one friend could do this one. It's evolved so much than what it was 15 years ago, right? So now as you're growing with the times, how do you stay ahead of the curve?
I would say, for me personally, I'm super into Web3, crypto, decentralized things, because I feel like that's the way things are going. You don't have to take my word for it. Take a look at what the economy is doing right now. If you're really paying attention to how things work, just Google what's happening in the economy even in the past 7 days. A lot of things are shifting right under our nose, and a lot of people seem to not bat an eye. Like
they
literally,
have been batting eyes for a long time. So
there's a lot of countries who are literally saying no to the U.S. dollar. We're not going to get into the whole politics of these things, but that should be a signal to us that things are shifting. What could we do to protect ourselves? I'm not here to say anything about what they're doing, if it's right or if it's wrong. Just know what's happening.
What's happening? Yeah, that's the law. That's the news.
It's happening. So what are we going to do to protect ourselves knowing that it's happening? What does that mean when a bank crashes? What should I do in a situation when a bank crashes? Just the other day, I want to say a week and a half ago, while I was learning, or 2 weeks ago, I was learning that all these banks were crashing. And I went to my Facebook, I said, hey, if you folks have a credit card, you need to go and get a credit card increase ASAP. What's going to happen is they're going to cut a lot of your credit cards. So, Jesus, I had fun earlier. What's going to happen is they're probably going to slash your credit in half. So if you have a $5,000 credit card, go on and get you a $7,500 credit card. And if they cut it in half, now instead of you having $2,500, you may have something around $3,500, $4,000 because you went and got the credit limit increase and you prepared. Right? You understood that something is going on. You understand that, okay, there's a possibility of me getting an increase. How can I work with that instead of sitting here taking the L and holding the bag? And the only way you could start putting in these plays is understanding how things work. I wouldn't have known that if I didn't know that you could ask for credit. I didn't know anything about no credit increase. I didn't have a credit card. Right. I didn't even know what that was. I thought certain people got credit cards. I thought you get credit cards to, I don't know what. I don't know. I never got a credit card. And once I understood how the game was played, it was like, oh, shoot, game is over. I need to switch up. Like Showcases is cool. Like I'm going to say, Showcases is great. I've made a lot of community. I'm not going to say money because we know how that goes. But we made a lot of community, with these showcases and networks. With these showcases and networks, right? But now I feel like giving creatives and such a platform to perform was one level. Now I'm able to really show you how to eat. Forget the stage. Like I could teach you how to get your own stage. Like buy your own spot so you can perform all day if you want.
Yes.
That's another level. It's like, wow, this for me, when it comes to where I'm at, because I'm not an artist. For me, that's how I feel like I'm evolving, because it's like now I could really help artists sustain themselves. It's not just showing them, oh, you can perform, sell these tickets. Oh, and we about to get, look, you could get some money. What's up?
Right.
What's up? Like, this is for real, for real. Like, well, what y'all trying to do? And that also shows me the people who are actually about their business as well. Because I also, I thought when I came into this realization that, oh my God, everybody's going to be like, Banks have the keys, she's going to, no, that's not the case at all.
I've been yelling this for years.
Excuse me. I actually have people to this day hit me up to perform. And I'm like, when was the last time you saw me put a flyer up for you folks to perform? What are y'all talking about? I'm telling you how to do your own thing, get funding so you can do your own tour, do your own thing, and y'all still hit me up to perform. So I also have to realize when it comes to the world of creatives, there's an ego aspect that comes to it. Please do not take offense. It's just what it is.
Right.
And there's a vanity that comes with certain things. So now I'm in the space where I'm trying to create a space where it's appealing for artists or creatives to understand that, yes, you should get on top of your finances. It's even more important than you hopping on this stage at SOBs. Yes, it is. Before you even do all of that, let's set you up so
all of that is tax write-offs.
It's all of it is tax write-offs. Let's build your business on point. Let me let you know what you can do, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. Let's really rock. We could make sure that you could even get your own show at SOBs and cover all that stuff. If you, I only say SOBs because that seems like the pinnacle for everybody, for every artist in New York. That's the only reason why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah.
But the simple things that creatives and artists or entrepreneurs are looking for, I feel like they're being blindsided by the immediate gratification of being on the stage.
Yes,
and it's just like,
because they care
and then
about the
what?
crowd and the lights, because that's what they see.
But what happens is, and this is what I learned from being in like that world, and like you've been in the world for a little bit, but like you know what I mean. Like we talking a little,
couple decades, nothing like.
Feel what I'm saying? So
a couple of decades sound like y'all old as hell. I'm not a part of the double.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like what happens is the creative no longer wants to take accountability, because it's much easier to be up under someone's light, because now you don't have to do like that extensive. Feel what I'm saying?
For
so
sure.
you feel like they've done the work for me. And I think in this age of information now, just even with like some of our family members that don't know about credit, and some of our family members that don't know how to move money and things like that, it goes into like, do you really want it? Like, how bad do you want it? Like, how bad do you want to win? And I think like, just like me as I've grown, it's like being around, I feel like every conversation, like every guest is a confirmation for me. Like, because like as I evolve, it's like, yo, like, damn, I'm like, damn, God, like, this is loud. You loud, right? But it's because you're gonna keep getting these messages repeatedly until you take action.
Absolutely.
And in that sense, and it's like, what are you gonna do with your time, because your time is valuable. So
don't waste it, y'all.
Right.
Don't waste it looking at me. By the time y'all ready to fix your credit, I'm on some other stuff.
That's a fact. That's how I tell people.
I'm on some other stuff. Okay.
Listen, catch me while I'm here, because when I'm gone, like Jay-Z said in what is it?
For real.
Public service announcement. None of it. 10 years, 20 years, 30. I'm gone, baby.
No, for real. Yo, let me tell you something. Aside from credit, aside from all of that, because that's very important, we could give you some more gems, because we will definitely give you some more gems that you can implement today, folks. But outside of that, holistically, I had to take a step back from being an entrepreneur, period. I have a lot of PTSD just in entrepreneurship in general. Just being a woman, just doing all that. It's a lot. It's a lot. Especially in the space that we're in.
Exactly.
So I want folks to understand, before you even fix your credit, before you do all of that, it really is up to you to get your mind right. I can't force you to do anything. Yeah. You need to figure yourself out, see exactly what your goals are, if this makes sense, and really just see, why are you not taking the step to get things the proper way? What's stopping you?
You gotta start with that. Start with that foundation. Foundation first, right?
Yeah.
So like, they say your root chakra is financial. It's family, it's love, it's healing, and the trauma. So understanding that we need to go through our root chakra to get to the crown chakra, to then move to the crown chakra is a whole different understanding, right? So like all of that, mind, body, spirit, financial, those are the principles of like the natural laws of nature. As we're understanding, we're studying the universe, we're actually studying ourselves. So like we're not going to be able to understand money. We could have all the knowledge, take all the courses. However, if you ain't really take that time to understand that all of this is just stuff repeated within your self cycle, then you're not going to be able to really conquer that. So in that time of you becoming this mogul, this entrepreneur, how has really conquering your mind, body, and spirit, how was that process? What does that process look like for you? Because that's really your foundation.
That process was intense. I'm going to be honest with you. Being an entrepreneur is very, I think it's cliche to say lonely, but I want to say independent.
Okay.
Let's just say independent, because lonely sounds like some woe is me, like I'm sad cutting my... No. It's just independent, and you just are responsible for yourself.
Yes.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yes.
And not only you're responsible for yourself, you're responsible for other people.
Yes.
What the hell? Whoa, that's a lot to sign up for.
Talk about it.
But again, the pandemic gave me a moment to kind of settle and just relax and see what I really want as an entrepreneur and really how I want to do business. Because let's be honest, sometimes we're so focused on just doing the day-to-day things. Sometimes we're not on point on how business is supposed to be made. I had to take a step back and be like, this is not the way I want to do this.
Yes.
This is not the way I want to do this, you know?
Yes. Like, don't get caught up in that whirlwind.
Yeah.
I'm so big on that. Like, I took a break because I burnt myself out because I was just, like, caught up in that daily race that I was like, all right, this is not even the finish line. You're moving like this is the finish line when this is a marathon. Yeah. So just like understanding to pace yourself throughout business to really hit those like.
I'm gonna one up that. It's like, find ways to make this life enjoyable in the business. Like, remember your large why, but remember the whys while you do it along the way. Like, you can't burn yourself out hustling for 10 years in the future and not enjoy any of your present. Like, if you hustling so hard that you can't blink and breathe and move, you got.
That's where I was at a point.
That's where I was at too, and I had to learn. I'm like, bro, this is. I gotta chill. Like, I gotta enjoy this because I get one life. One life. Well, my life was so into business that even my birthday parties was business. I know. Bossy Playlist was my birthday, but I was working. I know. I
had to take a step back and look at videos on YouTube, and I'm just like, girl, what? I was like, and it was like, for what? You know what I mean? Not to say for what, as if the grind wasn't respected, but it was just like,
you gotta live.
You know, the pandemic really did a number on entrepreneurs, so I had to really take a step back and really see what's important and also what kind of legacy I'm trying to put out there. Right. Again, the showcases and stuff like that is cool, but I don't know if it was a deeper enough message for me. Like, of course, I could do a showcase tomorrow. That's not a problem. Yeah. But something about being able to give folks the keys that will help them beyond just music, I don't know, is speaking a little bit louder to me than anything else.
That's exactly how I feel. I mean, that's why we here on Making Moguls. That's exactly how I feel.
It's just different.
It just hit different because it speaks to a different caliber and a different character.
It's different. It's different. When you're able to make money, when you're able to teach somebody how to make money, when you're able to do these things, it's different. And also
put them
now,
in positions to win.
Absolutely. And I personally, when I was managing artists, I was able to give them platforms for visibility and all that stuff. Now it's like, yo, could you imagine what we could do now with knowing that where we could get the money?
Get the money, yeah. Right.
Hit up everybody on your team. If you really have a team, run the play. Everybody fix their credit.
Talk about it.
Let's all fix our credit. If we really building something.
Yeah, 10 people, 6 months.
You feel what I'm saying? If we're really trying to build something, if we really don't have money, the simple thing for you to do, every artist, if I was to do a lot of Money House Entertainment right now all over again, every single person is going to go through at least 6 months of cleaning their credit, period.
6 months.
I'm not working with you if your credit is trash. I'm just not doing it, period. It don't matter who it is. And especially if you're my artist. There's no way. There ain't no way to build from that. I'm going to teach you how to sustain yourself. Whatever we do is going to be holistic. We're going to build. We're going to break bread. But you're going to know how to get whatever funds you need for your marketing. You're going to understand how to do that.
You're making fishermen. You're not just feeding people fish.
Absolutely. I was doing that before, but now it's like, Now I have the real keys.
Yeah, now I'm giving you the whole. That's what I'm saying.
That's the whole
before I was like teaching you how to fish. Now I'm handing you the Fisherman 9000. Now I'm handing you the boat to go out there and trawl. You feel me? So like.
So the credentials for whatever team that I'm building, anyone that's on my team, anyone that's around me, is to make sure that your credit is on point. Because at any given time, there might be something that we might need to invest in, and I need you to be on point.
Okay,
I need you to be on point.
Speaking of which, before we go, because you did tap into it, and I want to tap into it, like especially for people that want to take steps now, right? There is ways for people to get access to credit without dealing with their credit report, right? Like,
well, not access to credit, but access to funding.
Access to funding. That's what I mean. Yeah, like. What would be some tips that you would give somebody right now if they was trying to look for access to funding while they're building their credit report, while they're trying to make moves? Like,
this is the most simplest thing, and you could do this right now, immediately, right now.
Right now.
First things first. You're gonna have your LLC. You're gonna build your build that. Make sure you
EIN.
Do your EIN. Do the whole thing.
Yeah, your whole thing. We got the list for that.
Creative to CEO.com. I swear to God, everything is like
it's still
free.
It's there. Free.
Just go creative to CEO.com.
It's in the Making Moguls
Go to resources.
Group. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. We're gonna reshare HUDs. We're gonna reshare hours. We got it we're gonna preach this every day.
No, it's important information. Y'all can run this play right now. You go and build your LLC. You're going to go and get yourself a processor. We're talking in QuickBooks. We're talking Stripe. We're talking those type of things. I think PayPal might have one as well, but do your research. Always do your research. Don't take everything I say for law. Listen to what I'm saying and go apply it and do your research. Yeah. What you're going to do is... What you're going to do is you're going to have your payment processor. Whatever you're selling, whatever goods you're selling, you're going to make sure that it goes through your payment processor. Let it go for 90 months or something like 90 months. What the fuck am I talking? Why would it be 90
days?
90 days, right? You let it go for 90 days, and then what's going to happen is they're going to offer you a loan strictly on the type of money that they see the revenue that's being brought into your business. So what that does is obviously give you a proper way to get all your money, separates it from your personal, right? Because that's something a lot of us have an issue with, getting Cash App, Zells from people. You don't know what's money, don't do that.
Stop doing that.
So you have a log of everything that's going there. 2, you leverage that to get funding while you're building your business credit. They don't need to check your credit because all the proof is right there, which is your revenue.
It's a revenue-based funding.
Yeah, so get that. There's other ways you could go on and get yourself some grants. You could do crowdfunding. You could do all those things. But I want people to be self-sufficient and fix their credit so they could get the maximum amount of money that they're able to get.
Boom. That's what I love to hear.
Absolutely.
CreativeToCEO.com, people. Right. I need y'all to tap in. Right. I need y'all to see that the place is all here. The place is all here. And these is coming from my peoples, you know. I'm like, I'm not giving you something that we just running up because we just Googled it. We Googled it, we applied it, we learned it, we took the time, and my peoples handled this. So, as I said, you either win with us.
You watch us win, baby. So what's next for L Banks? You know, if y'all would have heard how she did it the first, Banks, baby.
Yeah, I was on a different time in earlier.
They need to hear that one. They need to hear that.
What I'm saying. So what's next for Banks?
Right now, I'm definitely working and building with my clients, so that's important, making sure they get to a level that they need to get to, so that's good. So that's fun. I enjoy helping other people with their business and seeing how far they could go. Right now, I'm taking some moments to put some things into play for 2024. So we're going to get back into doing some great things that people are used to. But in the meantime, of course, I'm still doing my pop-ups. Bitches Love to Eat is still a thing. Club Chef Culture, et cetera, which is my fun.
You're doing the chef culture
retreat.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be our 3rd year. Again, this is something that stemmed off the pandemic. Literally, I never met these people a day in my life. I just spoke to them every day on Clubhouse, and they flew to New York to come and link up and have a great time. So, yeah, it's.
And it was a great time indeed. I seen all of it. I'm telling you, check it out. Make sure y'all get into this. Tap in. Stay tuned, y'all. If y'all didn't learn nothing from this episode, baby, you fell asleep. That's all I can say. You fell asleep.
You wasn't tapped in.
Maybe the kids was running around and you couldn't tap in. But it's here. It's live. It's on YouTube. It is at Making Moguls. Tap in. Make sure y'all follow us. Make sure y'all subscribe because we are just dropping gem after gem after gem after gem after gem. Make sure y'all tap in with L Banks.
Hit it. What I will say is every guest is a new seed. Add it to your garden, right? Very big, but water your garden continuously.
Absolutely.
Like, this knowledge, yo, she just gave.
There's so much more. We just gave y'all life.
Yeah, it was just what I'm saying. Crazy. Like, take that as the water. Like, water the seeds. This episode was a seed. Water it. Do your root work.
Do your research.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Build your foundation and understand, like, if you got 5 millionaires around you,
you're going to be the 6th.
You feel me?
If you apply what they teach you.
If you apply it. So how bad you really want it. Like, how bad?
Build with your friends.
Build with your friends. Facts.
They really aren't your friends if you can't make money, if you can't learn from them, what are they here for? That's a waste of time. We don't got time for that.
So just understand and apply and just understand these jewels and gems. Like, this shit, pressure make diamonds, so you need to have diamonds around you. You feel what I'm saying? I'm constantly watered. I'm constantly grateful. Like, it's nothing but diamonds around me that makes me want to be like, I'm coming to this shit. I'm taking the bank. Don't play with me. Like, that's how it is.
I mean, that's great energy. Absolutely. That's Aries energy all day.
You know what I mean?
You gotta go and conquer it. Look, folks, the one thing I want to leave you folks with,
tell them,
challenge yourself to do something different. A lot of us are victim to our regular ass shit. If it has not worked before,
it ain't gonna work today.
It ain't gonna work now.
It's a definition
I know
of crazy.
Things might seem like a scam. I get it, but at least take a leap of faith. Do your research. Like
do
I
your
said,
research first. Like,
absolutely.
Just do your research first, and then and stop doing this alternative research and alternative facts.
I have tons of free information, folks. Tons of free information. If you don't want to do that, follow me on Facebook or Instagram or Creatives to CEO. I have tons of free information there too.
I scream about it all the time. Making Moguls tell you all the time. And if you don't want to believe any of us, just Google it. That's all I gotta say. Banks, tell them where they can find you at.
Yeah. Yo,
all the pages.
Oh man. Creativestoceo.com is very important for you folks to get on
That's
there.
going to be in the description of this video.
Obviously, Creatives to CEO on Instagram. Then we have L Banks The Bossy, which is my own personal. You might see some fun things, but also educational as well. Mm-hmm. We have Bitches Love to Eat NYC, where you're going to see some foodie adventures and also all of my cooking, which is great. We have Hip Hop Retreat Week, which is also being rebranded right now. We have Lot of Money House Entertainment. You could go see what we do as well as I Spit NYC. It's good stuff, man.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Heavy hitter, sucker.
Oh wow, wow. Okay.
So make sure y'all tap in. Make sure you get locked in.
Yeah.
Y'all know on this road to 1,000.
And Club Chef Culture. How could I forget
Club
that?
Chef Culture.
That's my newest baby, Club Chef Culture. Shout out to you all.
She's still getting introduced to the family. She's a little shy. That's why. That's okay. But we love it. We here in the Making Moguls team. That's how we do it. We shout out. We give y'all the gems.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, people. It's beautiful. It's springtime.
You feel what I'm saying?
It's great today.
And it's literally just new levels.
New energies.
New levels. It's the blossoming season. I will say that. Y'all know, they be like, damn, what's she a gardener? I am a little bit low key. This is the blossom of the energy. All the seeds that you were supposed to be doing, planting in the winter, is coming to fruition now. But it's never too late. It's never too late. It's never too late. Every day is
always
a new
new
day.
Season.
Every day is a new day to like really hit and do what you need to do.
So let's get it, people.
So what I'm saying, hit the
beautiful.
like,
hit the
comment, hit the share, subscribe, turn your post notification on. We here, we outside. Where they go? Come on.
It is Sir Vé Jano Alexander, aka King Cosmic.
And if you're not looking, if you can't find him, you're
you
not
ain't
looking
hard enough. Because I'm the only Vé Jano.
The only.
VE_JANO.
Ooh.
It's just that simple.
Empress,
let them know.
And also, a man too humble. That's catch a flight vacation.
That's a fact.
You feel what I'm saying? If you need a connect for your catch up, you need some flight. If you need something for your bay, you need all that.
We do vacation. We do all the travels. Okay,
he got it.
We do all the travels, so all 7 continents.
CEO Canna Baddies. Let's talk about it.
We handle it. Now I'm the operations manager. Karina's the CEO.
That's operations manager, Canna Baddies. Feel what I'm saying? Like, we outside.
Co-founder Underground Concert Series. CEO of Alpha and Omega.
Let's go.
Enterprises.
Let's go.
Host that Making Moguls.
Sometimes you gotta let the people who you are know who you are. So
you're right. I mean, you're right. I like to keep my resume on the shelves because I don't. People need to understand where they meet me at is right now.
Yes. I love that.
Right now, I'm host of the Making Moguls show. Okay, and where we either win with us
or you watch us win. It's your girl Empress. the queen of Empress Eats, you know, the best vegan food you ever taste in your life. And baby,
the energy is tasted.
And the love is felt every single time. We coming back. We here every Monday. It's going to be a new gym. It's going to be a new seed planet. L Banks is in the building. You heard? Creative the CEO.
I feel like there might need to be a part 3. I don't know.
There's definitely.
I don't know.
No. We gonna get into something a little bit deeper.
Maybe so.
A little bit deeper, okay? So y'all gonna stay in tune for this. Y'all gonna lock in. Let's make it happen. And we out.
Happy Monday. We outside. Bow.